Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, in the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Arizona's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him in so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, reading at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as you...
Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Wood. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Florida Gators offense will take the field for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their...
Down to Sim on the left. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fakes to grab. Inside the 40. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. This offense had been steadily moving down the field, but the metrics show you just how big a single negative play can be on a drive.
Yeah, it's a backbreaker. It definitely puts you in a back.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, you have to love getting to the quarterback early in this football game. Your first drive, how about your offense? They already took care of business, put up points for you. Now you're getting to the quarterback, getting sacks. Great start for this squad.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it out. It's Newton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll go to the ground. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Trying play action. Extending the play. Snagged on the outside. It's Gentry. Let's talk a little about Arizona. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back. They have a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Complete in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's chat a little big picture Arizona. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the cue.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona. Great job by the back on the option.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Wood. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. It's complete to the left. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They're going back to the ground. Hard running there. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Gentry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Looking to buy time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll cut this lead down to 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Arizona! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wood. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. The Gators send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 45. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona. They've They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davison. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. To the air on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The toss to the right. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to do it on the ground. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it's the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell they had a plan, ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Creates a little room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there
he goes. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They try to get it outside on the left. Got the first down and still on his feet. Sprinting away. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls and throws off the RPO. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Gators decide to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Off play action on 1st down. Here's a hit. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. And the defense got it.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins.
The this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for room. It's Barnes. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gators line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make the...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bland. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the 1st down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the 1st down. Great job knowing where the 1st down was, putting his head down, getting the 1st down.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Let's it fly. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Wants to throw, it's Hawkins. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. Arizona in a hurry. Looking for room, it's Bland. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab on the left side. Hits the crease. Running inside the 20. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Hauls it in. And they pick up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Off the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The offense changing the play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things?
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Unloads it left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little...
Touchdown, Arizona! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Breaks into the open. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wicks. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Gonna run it. It's Bland. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's got him. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
Number 14, set to kick it away.
Coming out with it, it's Newton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Gentry. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Snags it over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Newton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Caught behind the line. It's Gentry. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Caught over the middle. It's Lopez.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Stands in and takes the hit. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Gators will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Turning it on! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in.
Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take another shot here. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lopez. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Tackled there by the defense. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And here comes the punt team. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Let's go! Toss sweep to the right. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Toss to the outside. Open space at the 25. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.